Hey, I'm Arthur. I'm fourth year at UBC.
And I'm Jake. I'm a third year computer science at UVic.
And Sarhan's asleep right now because he was coding all night. In 2021, North Shore Search and Rescue received 226 rescue calls, smashing the 2020 record of 151. BC Parks has been striving to increase accessibility, which is great, but it does come with more risks for both hikers and rescuers. And every year, people end up in dangerous situations in the city too, whether that be having one too many drinks, going on a Tinder date with someone you've never met, or walking home when it's dark out. This weekend, we set out to create a world where people can be safer in risky situations. We're happy to present SafetyNet, built to make sure you get home safe.
Alrighty, so a quick demo of our app. Here's the home page. We have a few fields we ask for the user to input some data in. First is our home location, which is where we expect to be back at the given time. Next is our destination, so just where we're going. So in this case, we're going to Burnaby Street in Vancouver, and our home is the UBC bus loop. The next field is extra information, so this is just in case anything goes wrong. It provides a little bit of extra information as to what you're doing to your friends network. Next is the date and time which you expect to be back at in the worst case scenario. So by no means should you be back later at this time. This is kind of a worst case situation. And I'm setting it a minute in advance here just for testing purposes. And then next we add in our emergency contacts. So I'm adding my two teammates and myself along with their phone numbers. Then we hit submit and the timer is going. So right now there's a countdown until the given date. And this is the screen that you get when you are notified that you have not returned to your safe location in the given time. What one of the members in your network may see if they get the message that something has happened to you. So it's kind of some message using our Twilio bot, kind of just saying, where you were, where you're planning on being, and what time you're expecting to be back, and what time you were last seen. Then it goes on to list off a bunch of coordinates along with timestamps of your last known location. So currently the way we have it configured is that it is every 5 seconds for testing purposes. But obviously with the real app, it would probably be something more like every 10 or 15 minutes. And we also wish in the future to make these coordinates a bit more user-friendly so that maybe like using some kind of Google Maps API.
Okay, so here's a quick run through on an iPhone 11. So you see that I'm on Vancouver Island in Parksville, and I'm gonna run back to UBC and then run back here all in under a minute to get home safe, and that way my contacts will not have to be alerted and worry about me. So I'm running, just got to the bus loop, and now I'm running back to Vancouver Island and home safe. And for our tech stack, we used Swift in Xcode. We used Figma and Canva for design. We used Alamofire integrated with the Twilio SMS API to send out our automated text messages. And we also used the Google Maps API. Moving on to our future roadmap, we want to have user warnings when they're entering high crime areas and high risk hiking areas. We want to have an account network so people don't have to input phone numbers. They can just put contacts in. We want to have remote location services, a social map with live tracking. And we really want to improve the rest of the UI and the UX. We just didn't have enough time this weekend. And we just want to give a big thank you to the organizers of this event. We'd also like to thank all the sponsors for funding this event and the mentors for helping us build. And a massive shout out to every contestant that hacked with us this weekend. We can't wait to see everybody's work, and we hope to meet some of you in person at NWhacks 2023.